girl is here to braid my hair so we can leave for Cabo, but I just want to show y'all something. Every time she come, look.
Open it up.
Big old thing of gel.
Open this up.
But look.
I just bought this Wednesday.
It gets used. Look, y'all.
I bought this Wednesday and look at it.
And then she come with this, what is this called?
A yarn rack.
Okay, yeah. So what's the style that we're doing today? I don't know the name of it. What's the actual name?
It was called tribal braids, but now it's Fulani.
Fulani. Ah. So I'm gonna show y'all the hair that we're gonna use today. Free tris in 1B. So we've used this hair once and I actually really like it. So we're gonna use it again, the Milky Way. Because honestly, I like this hair better than the expensive hair because I bought some bundles, some like virgin bundle hair, and I used it and it was still good, but I mean, for the price, I'd rather use this.
And it lasts longer.
Yeah.
Everybody be sleeping on Milky Way. This is good.
I had those braids for like a month.
Yes, and the curl never.
Because those were the ones I wore to Cancun.
You want to keep this hair next?
No.
No.
What are you for?
Sometimes you might want to put it back on.
For?
To keep the braids.
Okay.
To keep the braids and the curls together, girl. You know what? I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Make it feel like a little lunch lady or something.
So y'all know the last couple of times I got my hair done, I got super long, like down to my butt. But this time we're probably just gonna go down to the waist. So.
Oh.
Like right here, like how we normally do it, like, cause the other times you have it way down, like to my thighs.
It don't be heavy when you want to show your shirt.
It does, but I try not to get it wet. Daddy and Asian's taking a nap. You're taking a nap. He turned his TV down. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the Q&A. Y'all, I posted the Q&A yesterday pretty late, so I only have a few questions, but I'm going to go back into previous posts because y'all did ask some questions and I didn't post it. Okay, she's getting ready for me now. She's just putting the hair on here so it's easy for her to grab and braid it.
We don't need a lot.
How long have you been braiding my hair? So we've known each other since like 2016.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's when we bought our first house and she was already there. So we bought our first house and that's how we met because our kids used to hang out all the time because they were in the same subdivision.
And the crazy thing about it is everybody around the same age. Like the girls, I be going back to like all their pictures when they was young.
I was just looking yesterday.
And then looking at little 3- and 4-year-old Pony and Lily.
I know, and now look at them.
We have
demanding,
spending money. Just
yeah.
Two about to go to college, and just on her way next. Like I just can't.
Angie's birthday was yesterday.
I know.
We took her down to Bel Air to eat, and then we took her to go get a Kendra Scott necklace, and then she got a new belt and a new cowgirl hat because we're taking them to Santa's Wonderland today.
Match her boots.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl. Listen, I know it was a method to her madness. You want to talk about her boots. My girl had to be ready. Like,
she spent $205 on those boots on her first check.
They're gonna last a lifetime.
I don't remember spending that much money at her age.
I mean, because things was like $5
different,
then.
yeah.
It was cheap then. Like now everything's so expensive. The cost of living is expensive. You know, you be having to think if you want to buy eggs and bread at the same time. It's like, why is everything so high?
Everything, I know.
It's the same animals we had when we was little.
I know. Alrighty, so let's start on some questions. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay. Vanessa Wilson 7087 asked, is real estate hard, and do you guys celebrate each other's cultures within your family? I have an interracial family as well, but wasn't brought up completely with my culture. I just love seeing other family that look like mine. Is real estate hard? Real estate itself isn't hard. It's not hard. Real estate is not hard. It's really, you just have to you have to be a people person. You have to
Technical difficulties. Trying to help me break.
You have to be a people person, you know, communication. You're gonna get a lot of text messages, a lot of phone calls with questions. You have to communicate with sales agents, other agents, title companies. It's not hard. It's just the workload itself. If you can control your workload. If you want a heavier workload, you deal with more clients. If you want a smaller workload, you deal with less clients.
Would you say like you find you like when people think of real estate, they think they gonna jump in the game automatically?
Oh yes. So
$1 million houses.
I think what did that, or what's doing that makes a lot of agents want to hop on the real estate agent bandwagon is social media. You know, you see the luxury side of it. You see the good side, you know, you see the closings, you see us dressed in nice clothes, you see, you know, the nice cars, but you don't see the work behind it. You don't see the hustle behind trying to get clients, because being a real estate agent, you don't just get leads given to you. You got to go out there and you have to go chase the leads yourself. So, you know, by the grace of God, we have always been successful in real estate. We love real estate. We're always going to sell real estate. But we've actually ventured onto something new, which is content creating content. Now, had I known that there was this much money in creating content, we would have done this way long time ago. Because, baby, the money that they're paying for us to do 1 reel, 2 reels, TikTok, and it's just so much less work than a real estate deal. You know, like a real estate deal, you've got, once you go into contract, you've got to go through the lending process with them. It's like a 30 to 45 day process if the house is complete. It's longer if the house is building, and then you get a check. But as far as content creating, I create a 30-second reel. I create a minute reel, and the brands pay.
Would you what is like content create with just particularly real estate? Just like from beginning to end?
What do you mean?
Like showing a process on how to sell a house or
Oh yeah, I definitely could. I actually did some content where we took a client out to look at homes. As of now, we are still doing real estate. We still have clients under contract. We're still working with buyers. We still have houses for sale. But I'm really loving the content creating a lot, because we also get to do it with the kids. And Azim is in a lot of our videos, because we do a lot of reels that has to have him in it. And like, for example, the vacuum cleaner one. So they basically, okay, so a little bit on the content creation behind the scenes. So when a brand hires you to do content for them, they send you a brief, and they basically tell you what they want you to do. Yeah, so it's a brief, and most of the briefs off these cleaning devices, they want us to basically interact with Azim, and he makes a mess and we gotta clean up after him. So that's an example. So yes, there's a brief, and before we even post the video, they want to see a draft. So you turn in the draft. If there are any revisions that need to be made, we'll make the revisions. We turn in the draft, and then once it's approved, we turn it in.
Exploring. Bye.
Do you guys celebrate each other's cultures within your family? Yes, we do. For example, we celebrate Chinese New Year in February. This past February, we did celebrate it. We did something cute. And yes, we do celebrate each other's cultures. For example, Chinese New Year is in February. We celebrate it almost every year.
Just
of course,
imagine,
food-wise and everything.
last Chinese New Year's, Hazel was a bitty baby.
He was. He was. I was just looking at pictures the other day too. Yeah. I know. Okay. We eat a lot of Vietnamese food. We also eat a lot of American food.
And you do a good job of both.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cook very well. Back, be over here.
Whoa, 1218. First off, you have a beautiful family and I love your videos. Thank you so much. My question is, now that you have three beautiful daughters, how does it feel to have baby Azam? Him so cute. We were just talking. He's always the topic of the conversation. Always. We're always talking about baby Azam. Azam this, Azam that. He's so spoiled. I can't wait for him to see his birthday gift, which is coming up in less than a month.
That's fine.
It's going to be so stinking cute. Sometimes I feel it's like, even though he's about to be one, sometimes I'm laying in bed and then I just look over at him sleeping and I'm just like, wow, I really have a boy. Because for 17 years, it was just all girls. And of course, because we both knew it was going to be a girl. Like, when I found out I was pregnant and I told her, we just knew it was going to be a girl.
The whole
We were just
time.
Preparing for a girl.
And like, you know what? It's a girl. Don't even worry about it. Surprise, surprise.
And here him is. Him is here. Oh, my friend Jocelyn is calling me. Hold on. Yes, ma'am.
Diane.
Jocelyn. Why are you froze?
My eyes are working. Diane.
Huh? You froze.
My coworker want to buy a house.
Okay.
I'll give it to him right now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Hey, girl.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Plug in that
I'll
commission.
come over there later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot. Guess what school she teaches at? Person. Like you see, she refers everybody to us. We met her because she was looking into selling her house and upgrading. We're working on that, so that's how I met her. But yeah, she teaches.
The crazy thing about it, see, it have to hit the floor. It just.
Yo tai. Okay, so yes, it's still surreal. I think it's still surreal to all of us. Like my friends, my family. Because my sister just mentioned the other day when we were on FaceTime, she's like, I still can't believe you have a boy. Because she was the one with the boys and I was the one with the girls. So it's always like, when I was referring to her kids, I would say the boys. And then when she would refer to our kids, it was the girls. And now I can't say, sometimes sometimes I'm like, oh, we got to go this and this for the girls, but I have to remember I can't say girls anymore. I have to say kids because we have a mixture now. So, but it hasn't really all the way soaked in yet, believe it or not, because a year went by too fast.
I can't wait. Fast forward 5 years from now, and all that basketball and baseball and soccer
And all that, yeah.
I could just see Anthony being a coach for the little league. That's gonna be so fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Unapologetically Ashley, how did you and Mr. meet? Tell us about your first date. Also tell us about the proposal. First of all, he didn't propose. We were so young, we were 20. So it was just like a decision. We just made the decision to get married. We had 2 kids already. We're 20 with 2 kids. So we just decided to get married. And we didn't have a wedding. We just went to the courthouse. And baby, them courthouse marriages be lasting way longer than these
30,000. Because listen, I'm still laughing. One of my good friends, she had us. Her wedding was like almost $50,000. dresses $400 and they didn't last 6 months. I'm like, somebody give me my money.
So courthouse wedding, and here we are. I think what, 19 years, 18 years? I honestly lost count. So how did we meet? I think we've already discussed this before, but I'm going to kind of go into it a little bit more. How did we meet? High school. We were only 17 years old. And so what happened was we moved to Katy my sophomore year. Yes, sophomore year. We had to move because my brother at the time, we got kicked out of the apartments that we were living in. So my parents had to kind of rush and move us. And by the grace of God, my mom was able to find a house, and she bought the house. We closed on the house, we moved, and started new high school. And we met in high school, and I just remember I was at lunch. I was right outside of the cafeteria. I was either picking up some books or putting some books down, and he was behind me. I don't remember if he tapped me or what he said, but I just remember he was there, and he asked for my number. And I remember that I was not interested at the time, only because I was not interested in a relationship at the time. I just moved to Katy. I was new. Plus, he was like Mr. Popular that had all the girls on him, and I was not for that. Like, I remember seeing him in the hallway, tongue down another girl's throat, and I just wasn't for it. You know, I just wasn't, and I was not a popular girl. I was really a nobody, you know. I was just but he was persistent. I remember coming out of, I want to say it was 6th or 7th period. I remember it was English class. And he had a letter for me. It was like a little love letter. But still, I wasn't interested. But it was one day, I remember one day he called, and I ended up just talking. I was like, you know what, whatever. He keep bugging me. He keep calling. He keep being persistent. Let me just have a conversation. Let me just have a conversation. And at that time, I think we had a home phone. We still had house phones at that time. Tell me why we stayed on the phone all night that night. We stayed on the phone all night that night, and we actually made it official that night. And I remember the date, March 23rd. As far as first date, I was just telling Ashley before I started recording, we didn't have a first date. We were too young. We didn't have a first date, but I do remember the first meal I cooked him, chicken tenders and mashed potatoes, and he probably thought I couldn't cook. But baby, I've been throwing down since I was a little girl.
He was cooking back then.
What was it? You heard pots and pans?
Yeah, he about to stop burning up put the pots on. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so we went over how long we've been together, but Anthony is from South Park of Houston, Texas. I don't know if you guys know where that's at, but Houston, Texas. And I am from Alief, Houston, Texas. So that's where, but we are both from Houston.
Houstonians, that's what it's called.
He's catching his balance. I think it's him being afraid to fall. You're like, I'm changing the subject real quick, but I'm so excited for Cabo. Only thing I ordered some clothes from Fashion Nova, and I'm not sure if it's gonna come in time. But I'm so excited for Cabo, y'all. I've never been to Cabo. We were supposed to go back to St. Lucia. But what happened was I was just kind of sitting there, you know, late at night, rubbing my feet together and looking at different destinations. And I was like, where is this? I was on Instagram, and I was like, where is this? Because this looks really nice, like with the mountains and the water. And it was Cabo. And then boom, I looked it up, and I was like, Cabo is only a 3-hour flight from Houston versus going back to St. Lucia. It was 2 flights, totaling like 7.5 hours. I said, this will be better. This will be easier for, you know, with the baby and everything. It is beautiful over there. So that's what I did. I booked Cabo.
When?
Target don't open at 6?
No, Target, I think they open, let's see. I think Target open at 7. I mean, 8, I believe. I don't know. Oh, it's holiday hours because I could be wrong. Let's see. But you always have to go to Target the day
Yeah,
of
we
the
always
trip.
have to make a Target stop to get our like travel size essentials.
7.
They
So,
okay, well I'm good.
no, you gonna be pushing it. I know you. I know.
Okay.
You know what? We're going to Target the night before. I'm gonna just come. We just gonna go together because, and you still gonna find a reason to
Done
get
for
it.
Cabo. So, oh, and then right after Cabo, so we leave Sunday. We'll be back on Friday because on Saturday we are celebrating all of the girls' birthdays where they put on their pretty birthday dresses. We're gonna take them out to a nice dinner, give them their gift, and you know whatever else happens that night. And I still don't know what to do for Azen for his birthday. I think we are going to take him to New York. It's just gonna be me, him, Aaliyah, and Anthony because the big girls don't want to go. I think they told us already they as much as they love to travel, they already told us not as much as we want to. So they want to sit New York out because they've already been to New York. We were in New York 2020 or 2021. We were there for like a month. And we went through a snowstorm and everything, but it was so beautiful over there. It was so beautiful. And we're gonna take him back. I did my makeup too. We are getting ready to take the kids to Santa's Wonderland. So here is the final look. I did not get it too long this time. I normally get it way longer than this, but I wanted to just keep it, you know, waist length. I love it. She never fails me. We are taking the kids to Santa's Wonderland, and I will vlog that tonight. We'll vlog that tonight and post it tomorrow. But here's the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for tuning in.